So I'm about to head on over to the Willow Glen tour meeting. We're going to be minus Mike today. He had something else going on, so it's going to be the Monica and Dave show. But I want to wish everybody an early happy 4th of July, as we won't be meeting next week because of the fact that it actually is the 4th of July the next time that we meet. So stay tuned, enjoy all the stats and the new properties that are not yet on the market. Hope you have a great day and a happy and safe 4th of July. So good morning. You know, we're not meeting next week because it will be the 4th of July, as you can see up on the board. So I kind of put something up there from Abraham Lincoln, and Abraham Lincoln was quoted with, "I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him," from Mr. Abraham Lincoln.
So let's talk about real estate. We have got good sales this week, as you can see. Inventory is also up. I checked last night and it was up over 80. It says 75 here, but that's probably from yesterday afternoon. So listings seem to be coming on pretty rapidly, and I think we're going to probably hit over 100. I don't know what you guys think by August 1st at least. So anyway, let's those who have listings that they want to talk about that are on tour, start signing up over here. Willowhurst. Is Julie Davis here? No. How about Tim?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, roll it right along. Carol? Carol.
Hi, I've got the home on Marcia Avenue on the tour today, and it's quite a large house. It started out as a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Previous owner added guest quarters for her mother. It was about 900 square feet. When I sold it to my clients 15 years ago, they pushed out the back of the house, added a gorgeous new kitchen and a breakfast room, and made the guest quarters into more of a party room. So they have 3340 square feet, but just a fantastic backyard. They've got 12,750 square feet in the lot, and it's just about all in the backyard. It's in really good condition, except upstairs. The bathrooms are okay. They were remodeled some years ago, but I think you'll be impressed, and hopefully you'll agree with the price. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Good morning, everybody. We got 1241 Malone. It's actually an older remodel, but does not look like it. It's in the middle of the block. It's got a great family room, kitchen. We had open house this weekend, and lots of excitement going on there. We're going to take offers tomorrow, so if you have someone for that, make sure you get them out there tonight or tomorrow morning. It's got nice wood Marvin windows and a nice big size kitchen and real nice landscaping. Don't let Malone scare you. It's in the middle of the block. It's got parking in the front, and it shows real well.
Good morning, John Bowen with Intero. I've got number 6 on the tour. It's 2106 Jonathan Avenue. It's shown as a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's about 1,300 square feet with a sunroom. What doesn't show there is it's got a permitted garage in back with loft, full bath, and a beautiful backyard and pool. So come by and check it out. It's priced at $749 on John.
See this house. Good morning. I have a beautiful house for you to see today. Thank you. It's 1113 Nevada Avenue, just a block from downtown Willow Glen. It's a very large house, almost 4,400 square feet. The lot is large, approximately 13,000 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. It has extremely beautiful architectural moldings, and check the doors out. They're very heavy, and the gourmet kitchen is beautiful with a large island from marble from Greece, and it has a large chandelier over the top, which comes from the set of Bewitched that stars Kidman. So anyway, it's a treat to see. It also has a French stove, and there is a finished basement. There is
cottage room next to the garage in the back of the property, and it looks really nice. Actually, you have to come and see how beautiful it is. There are a few things that we didn't get done. We are trying to get it on before the 4th. So you'll notice those things, but be aware, we will have them done in just a week. So, thank you, and hope to see you there.
Great, I'm anxious to see that house. The next one actually is Mike Gaines' house. It's the Victorian on Minnesota. He will meet us there. I've been there. It's a really spectacular house. It's 1890s construction, but these people have taken such fine care of every detail. I mean, it's just beautiful wallpaper with gilded crown molding, with tin casing, and another gilded crown molding. You know, it just goes on, and then tin ceiling. So notice every detail. The one thing we do ask is if nobody shows up there prior to the tour. They want everybody there at once and only once. The house will probably never be open, so also please try to come and see it today. It's really worth seeing, and all the furnishings and everything inside are lovely. A lot of it's going to be for sale, so please come and see that house. Last but not least is Dale. That is an optional house. Valerie will have some food there for us if you'd like to come. I've been there. It is also a beautiful, spectacular house, so it's worth seeing. I think they're going to take offers on that tomorrow night, or tonight, I think. So anyway, it's worth seeing if you haven't seen Dale.
On the 11th, you know, Monica was saying, and especially for the people that came in a little bit later, that it's going to be our semi-annual barbecue at her place, and there is a sign-up sheet in between the tour sheets up here on the front. So if you didn't get a chance to sign up for bringing wine, salad, bread, water, whatever, there's different categories on there. Please make sure you do so before you leave today. I'm going to go ahead and talk about stats, so let's point our attention on over to the big screen and see what's been going on for the week. As we look at our front sheet, we will notice that the range of what's been selling is a little bit more on the lower end, and you'll see it in the average. We're at 894 this week, and in regards to where that compares to our 12-week average, we were at 950 on a 12-week average. So you can see how what went pending for this week is a little bit off for where we've been for the last quarter. Compared to last year, we're still ahead. A lot, obviously over 100,000, which is about a 17% gain year over year in regards to that 12-week average. When we move away from dollars and we go on and look at our units of how many went pending, we're going to go ahead and bring in the 2011 numbers too, just so you can kind of see the differential there. It's pretty steady. You know, we went up to 20 this week. I think we were starting to see a little bit more activity, which is nice. We're even with where we were last year and a little ahead of where we were for 2011. Our 12-week average, though, is running at 18, so as I was saying, we're a little bit above average in regards to the amount of units that went pending. The next thing we talk about is the count, and as we know, the count has been continuing to touch where we were in 2012 and soon outpace, because we're at 76 last year, 75 this year. 2011, we had 193 properties. When we had the stats last week, that number for 2011 was 200, and as I said last week, it was the last time it ever saw 200. So we'll start to see the 11 numbers start dropping back down as well. Hopefully our 13 numbers will start to rise, like Monica predicted. Sometime in August, she predicts that it'll be at over 100, and you had said you saw the count late last night at over 80. So maybe some pendings will happen today. It'll kind of balance that number back out. Who knows? Our 12-week average is 65, so you can see that we are growing in inventory over the last quarter, basically. And as we bring on more and more inventory, it's going to be more and more important that you price it right, so that you can't just blindly throw something up and hope everybody's going to make an offer on it. We do have our days on market coming up because that still seems to buck the trend in regards to how fast things do fly off the shelves. But as that number starts to increase, just keep that in mind, because you're starting to see that in some of the other areas, which we'll review in just a few minutes. The difference between 2011 and now, 62% less inventory from 2011 to now. So when we move on the days in the market, like I was speaking of, 18 days. Super quick, right? So we had about the same inventory in 2012. We did the same amount of number of pendings in 2012, but obviously we had a lot of older inventory in 2012 as the market was starting to heat up last year. And it only takes 18 days to get something pending in Willow Glen right now as of this week. When we look at our 12-week average, we're bucking the trend because it's usually about 23 days, still incredibly low. And as you saw on the first page, there's only 2 properties that were bolded, and I only bold the ones that took more than 30 days to go to pending. All right, now to keep you well-rounded, I've actually got 2 slides for what I call the greater San Jose area, or areas 1 through 23. And we're gonna bring into the fold the single families as well as the PUDs, and I've got some additional notes on this actually. But look at those numbers. We only have 15 unit differential between 2012 and 2013. So when we're at 1474, that number is starting to creep up on it, just like we're seeing in Willow Glen. And the breakdown on that, just so that you know, in regards to that 1474 number, 1109 of those is single family. The other balance of them, are 365, are PUDs. So just so you kind of know what the breakup of what that is, single family versus PUD. And then just to let you know, for the week, we actually gained 51 units for the week. So that's a nice healthy pace of bringing on new inventory. A little bit better than some weeks. Our pendings getting closer and closer together. That number is below that 1,200 mark. It's at 1,194 of the differential for this year versus last year. We increased 29 units this week for the pendings. The easy stat for me to remember is the percentage of what's in contract, or the reverse of it would be what's available, right? So if you're working with buyers, you would say the reverse of these numbers. But 58% of our inventory is under market. 58% of the properties are under contract, so that would mean that the opposite of that number, which would be that 32% is, 42% is available. So when you're driving down the street and see for sale sign, 42% of the time you can put an offer on that property. That number continues to shrink, so that tells you that our inventory is growing, and I know that there are plenty of communities across the United States that would be dying to just be at like 40 or 50% under contract. So it's still a really healthy number. I'm just trying to make you aware of it. That number's been dropping a lot recently. The Class 2s also dropping at just about 63%, at 62.9. At the height, which would have been like January, February, was almost 80% of what has been pending in regards to the Class 2 market. Now, I did want to kind of focus a little bit, just to kind of make you aware of what's going on and how those numbers start to match 2012. So I just went back 90 days instead of going back a whole year, and just to kind of show you where the numbers are for that. So our active single family and PUD combined, as we saw on the prior screen, was 1474. Just 90 days ago, we were at 941. So that means we brought on 533 properties in the last 90 days. Okay, so I wanted to bring some numbers in regards to the Class 2 versus Class 1. So our Class 1 was at 1109, as I said on the previous screen. It was 747 90 days ago. So that's a 48% increase of inventory in regards to single family on areas 1 through 23. But the bigger news is what the Class 2s have done. They've gone up 88%, because 90 days ago we only had 194 PUDs, areas 1 through 23, that were available for sale, and now we have 365. So if you're bringing on a Class 2 property, like I say, it depends on the neighborhood. You want to make sure you get it priced pretty well, because we're really increasing inventory in that PUD category. If you kind of combine those numbers, and no, not 48 plus 88 divided by 2, but if you take the numbers, we have about a 57% increase of inventory overall throughout the county. And in one of our neighboring communities, just Cambrian, the next area up, they brought on 19 new properties in the last 7 days. So, on a percentage basis, that's huge for Cambrian, because their numbers are a little bit less as far as active inventory versus Willow Glen. Obviously, a little bit different price point, but again, just be aware of, as inventory levels start to rise, that you got it priced right, so your days on market don't stretch, and that you don't overpromise and underdeliver to your sellers. So, hopefully, this information is something that you'd want to take back to your clients, and if you wanted to share it with them, you're welcome to go ahead and get it off of our Facebook page. That address is on your tour sheet. It's also up on the screen right now. And if you're not social, at least not social electronically, you can always email me. My email address is coming up right now. And thanks for your attention. And I'm going to turn it back over to Monica for the Not Yet Owns.
That are coming up in Willow Glen. Let's start over here. Anybody have some new Willow Glen listings?
Hi, everybody, Marcy. I just found out about this week, but it's gonna be one of those 5-bedroom, 2 stories, on Montemar, coming up. I'm not sure when, I don't have a price yet, but since it's a 5-bedroom and that's a little more unique, I thought I'd let y'all know.
Bruce Shear from Terra next door. I talked about it last week. 2294 Constitution Drive, Brown Kaufman. Actually 6 bedrooms. One of them's pretty small, used as an office, but a bedroom downstairs, full bath downstairs, all remodeled, priced at about 1.2. Should be on the market a week from this coming Monday, after the 4th of July.
So I have 2,200 square feet, 3-2 on Cherry Grove Drive in Hearst. It'll go on after the 4th of July. And then 1977 Margot, 2,067 square feet, 9,000 square foot lot, 4-2 Blackwell 1-1. It's on the market now, put on last night. And Richland, 1,642 square foot, 3-2 with a pool, original condition, but kind of a cool house. Richland at Foxworthy, but not on Foxworthy, $799, and that one up last night too.
How much is Cherry Grove?
Cherry Grove's gonna be $919.
1,700 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, only $799,000 on El Dorado in the Rose Garden tree-lined street.
I talked about it last week. It's a 4-2 on Kirk Road, which is Meridian, kind of Cambrian area. Again, it's a 4-2, it's about 1,700 square feet. It will be listed at $699 Holly Bar Serena Group.
Hi, Carol Killick, Coldwell Banker. My partner Jeff Larson and I have a new listing in Evergreen area. It's got good schools. It's a 3-2 with a den. It could be 4 bedrooms. And it's listed for $688. It's up off of Tully and Ruby.
They don't want me to announce the addresses yet, but I've got one that's a 3-2. It'll be about $999 with a pool, walk to town. And another one that is gonna be a 3-2 that is also walk to town, and that one's gonna be about $1,150,000. So if anybody has anything, will keep me in the loop. I'll keep you guys in the loop, okay? Outside of Willow Glen, nobody else? Okay, so we're gonna leave a little early, I guess. I wanna remind everybody that the Willow Glen annual tour barbecue at my house is on July 11th. We're asking you to sign up on the way out. We're gonna try to send out an electronic reminder so that those of you who are not here, tell your friends, you're welcome to come. We just wanna get a head count because we provide all the entrees and we wanna make sure. So sign up, we'll have a happy 4th of July next week, take some food, I'm going to.